Okay, in the last video, we completed this problem, and I said that this is our exact answer, and we should be able to plug that in on the calculator and find this decimal approximation. So I want to go ahead and do that just so that we can see exactly how that works. Now, a couple of things before we get started. First of all, we have a numerator here and a denominator. So in order to keep our numerator together, and I'm just putting these parentheses in to help me put in the calculator, I would probably want to put parentheses around the entire numerator. Now keep in mind, once you hit the natural log key, it's going to automatically open up a parenthesis. So we have to close that parenthesis out in order to keep that argument by itself. If you don't, then you'd be looking at this parenthesis and you just don't have your order of operations correct. So, in order to get the correct answer on our calculator, we would need to open up a parenthesis for the numerator and then type in -1 plus the natural log. Now notice it opened up a parenthesis, so when I type in 13, we have to close that argument and then close the entire numerator, and then divided by -2. Enter, and we should get -0.782, which is what our answer was supposed to be. Just make sure that you're always using your parentheses to force the order of operations properly. All right, let's go back to our notes here, and that's exactly what we were supposed to get. Okay, let's try another one. Here we have one that says 5e to the 0.6x power equals 7. So again, this is in exponential form. Well, another little trick that will help you is, in order to look at this properly, we really need the exponential all by itself. We don't want this 5 in front of it. So I'm going to divide both sides by 5 to begin with. So now we have e to the 0.6x power equals 7/5. Now, there's no way that I can get these bases to be the same. So exponential form is not going to work for us. We need to change this over to logarithmic form. Because this is a base of e, we're going to be using natural log, which has a normal base of e. Now we just have to figure out what to put where. Remember that the equals sign, that's our exponent, our exponent here is on the other side of the equals sign. So this should be 0.6x, and it equals our argument of 7/5. Now remember to double check yourself and make sure you're correct. You can always switch it back to exponential very quickly. Make sure we have those numbers in the right spot. Now we don't put our e there, that's bad form. It's just the natural log of 7/5 equals 0.6x. Now to solve for x, we're almost there. We just have to divide both sides by 0.6. So the natural log of 7/5 divided by 0.6 equals x. This is our exact answer. Now if we want the decimal approximation, we need to put that in on our calculator and find the decimal approximation. Just be careful that whenever it puts in a parenthesis for after the natural log, that you balance that out at the end of the argument. In this case, we don't have to put parentheses around the entire numerator because there's only one thing in the numerator. So let's see what that would be. We would have the natural log of 7 divided by 5, close the parenthesis for the argument, then divided by 0.6, which would be, rounded to 3 decimal places, 0.561.